If you or someone you love has been greatly affected by the ending of Allegiant, please call 1-800-ALLEGIANT broke my heart. Operators will be standing by to cry with you. 30 minutes every hour. It's just a cry session. Sobs and sobs and sobs. I'll be on the phone all day with that number. Hey guys, so today we are here to talk about the last book in the Divergent trilogy, which is Allegiant, and yeah, let's talk about it. I finished it yesterday, the day it came out, and I hesitated and I did not film yesterday because I was such a mixed bag of emotions that I knew if I filmed I would not be able to use any of the footage. So I had to wait till today to gather my thoughts and process it and all that stuff. I will say, if you have not read Allegiant at all, please do not watch this because there's going to be spoilers freaking everywhere in this video. I'm just letting you know now, if you haven't read the Divergent trilogy, just don't watch it if you haven't read it, okay? And, you know, when you finish the book, please come back and watch this so we can cry together. And yeah, let's talk about it. Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. So, Allegiant, last book in the Divergent trilogy. You guys know Divergent trilogy is like one of my favorites, like top 5 favorite series of all time. Like number 2 on that list probably. After this book, I'm very wary about that number 2 spot because I did not like this last book, guys, and this book is gonna be, I think, so many reviews of this book are gonna be so mixed. Like, people are either gonna love it, you're gonna hate it. Me, it's not so much I hate it, I'm just still like, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, really, 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 like, really? I just coughed, I'm not crying, I'm just coughed, okay? I just don't know what to feel after this book. Okay, for the record, I knew before going into this book that Truss was going to die. Should have known a longer time ago. Like, I should have known when Veronica Roth said that she would have liked Harry Potter a lot better if they would have made Harry stay dead. Should have known then. Should have known when she said that this book's going to be from Tristan Forrest's point of view. Should have known. Should have known when the Entertainment Weekly review came out and said that Veronica Roth is more dauntless than all the other authors. Should have known. But no. I did not know. I didn't even think about it, honestly. I did not think about Triss dying until Spoiler City happened on Tumblr and stuff like that. And then I found out, and then even still, I was like, no, no. And it was a ballsy and gutsy move, and sure, I applaud her for it, but I hated it. I hated it. Ugh, let's talk about Trusses Death. The reason why I didn't like it that much, I understand that the death was justified, and it was 100% understandable. I think, honestly, if I was in Trish's shoes, I would have done the same thing, to be quite honest with it. But it just, it just makes you so sad. You, as a reader, invest so much time and so much feelings and so much reading time into loving these characters, and you just surround, like, when I don't know about you, but when I read, and when I love a series, I love a series. Like, I think about it often. I think about it randomly throughout times in my life, and as weird as that may be, I'm sure it's not, because I know a lot of people that watch this are avid readers just like me. It's just really heartbreaking to now know that even though Triss is not real, if she was, she wouldn't be here. And oh my gosh, I just don't know what to feel about it. I understand that the ending, it was very realistic in real life, and this is what happens in real life. War happens and self-sacrifice happens, and I get that and I understand that, and yes, it is justifiable, but that doesn't mean I have to like it, and I won't like it. I don't know, as a reader, we read to escape reality. We read to get into these high fantasy, high dystopian worlds where we can just lock ourselves up in a room and just read and pretend we're in this other world and just really get into the story. And even though it's not reality, you always want that happy ending. At least for me, I don't want 100% happy ending, but I want to see my 2 favorite characters walk out being like, alright, we may be broken, we may be bruised, we may be battered like 99%, but that 1%, we can rebuild from that. And I just want to see that happen. And it didn't happen for Triss. As much as I love 4, I just love Triss more, because Triss is just the best character, like, ever. To me, not the best character ever. Okay, guys, I just love her. You know that. and I just can't believe that she died. I just don't want to even think about it. Honestly, I have been talking about it non-stop for the past like 2 days. My husband is beyond sick of it, me saying like, I can't believe she's dead. Like, and does he care? No, nobody cares. I know you guys will care, but it's just, I just don't understand why. Does this mean that I do not like Veronica Roth or her writing? No, 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 no. I don't feel the need to bash on her writing or anything at all. Like, I don't feel like she needs to be bashed for hate. She is a writer. She created these awesome people. She ultimately gets to decide. She ultimately decides how it goes. I don't have to agree with the way it goes down. But, I mean, overall, I still love the Divergent trilogy. Really just don't like the way it ended, honestly. And that makes me not less excited for the movie, I gotta be honest with you. Because when I watch the movie now, I'm just gonna see Triss and I'm gonna be like, you're gonna be dead soon, so why should I care? And that's awful to think about, but that's what my mentality is. Like, I'm just like, oh, you're gonna die, and just all this hard work for nothing, and I get it. So aside from that ending, let's talk about the book and the series. Overall, this series pretty much teaches us that we are flawed humans, that yes, she created this world, a Divergent, and we learned that it was all like some big test experiment, and the world was already broken, so they decided to test Chicago out and see how that was working out, and with genes and all that kind of stuff, about how you are born with different kind of genes in you, like the selfless gene, or the, you know, brave gene, or the smart gene, and all that stuff. And this book shows us that just because we have those genes, like, it makes us flawed, and we can still, it's just the decisions. It's all about decisions and making your own decisions and thinking with your own heart, and the sacrifice thing, I get that. Triss was born in abnegation, and she went out in an abnegation way, giving herself up for her brother. Even though Caleb, I'm gonna be honest, Caleb should have died. He should have died. I do not know why he's living right now. Oh, Caleb. Oh. I get that. Overall, I like the series thing about that, like how, you know, a faction can't control you, it can't control your choices, Divergent, all that stuff. I get that. I liked it. I love this series, you guys know that, but after reading this book, like, I need time to recuperate. I don't know about you. I'm sorry this review is gonna be all over the place. It's like not a review, it's like a ramble session. Whatever. About 4 a little bit in this book. I did like reading a little bit about 4's perspective. I felt like because with this book you get Triss and 4's perspective, I feel like they get kind of mushed together, and it was very hard to tell them apart at some points. But 4, we kind of see decline in this book from this strong guy we all know and love, and I always love 4, I always will. I felt when he found out that Triss died, and it was just awful, and it's just, oh my gosh. You know what's weird is that Triss had lost everything. She lost her parents, she lost her, pretty much lost her brother, betrayal, she lost some of her friends, and 4 walks out with both his parents, and like, well, okay, Marcus is not really, like, you know, a good parent, but his mom chose him and stuff like that. Like, 4's like 4 made it out pretty good, okay? He lost Triss, but he's got his parents and stuff. Man, oh man, oh man. I just want Triss, like, we all want that vision of Triss and 4 living together throughout their days, holding hands, being sappy, whatever. And now that image is, like, gone for me. It's just really heartbreaking, guys. I cried. I have never cried as much in a book when Triss died. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, like, it was pathetic how much I cried. But whatever, like I said, as a reader, you invest so much time and love in these characters, and to just see it happen that way. Honestly, it was really tough for me to even begin to like this book, because I went into it already knowing what happened, so I had that in the back of my mind the whole time, so does that make sense what I'm trying to say here? Overall, I love 4. I'm glad he's okay. I mean, 4, if you need me any day, any time, you can call me and I will be there, no matter what. And we have some other characters that made it out, like Christina, and then Zeke, and then we had to deal with Uriah, and oh my gosh, that was just sad in its own. What a great freaking character. And then Peter, they redeemed himself, I thought. And then Caleb, ugh, just wish he was gone. I wish he was gone. I'm done with Caleb. Who else do we have? I forget. Because all I can think about, this whole book, I think, this whole series will now not be known. Like, when you think of the Hunger Games, you think of the Hunger Games and how that is. When you think of Divergent now, especially after you read the last book, you're just going to think of Triss dying at the end. That's what you're going to think about. I don't know if Veronica Roth intended it to be that way. If she did, I guess it's a smart thing, because I don't know of many YA books, I can't name one, that they have killed off the main protagonist. And I don't know if she's the first one to do it. I'm sure she's not the first one, but I think she's the first one to do it in a while, I will say, because I haven't read any books like that. And she did it, I think, maybe she did it as a shock factor, because now when you think of Divergent, you're going to be like, that's a series where the main protagonist died, you know? And that immediately made me think of Lost, because did you know, like, the first episode of Lost, they wanted to kill off Jack, the main protagonist. In the first episode, I'm like, what? What? I'm not a huge fan of killing off your main protagonist. I want to see somewhat of a happy ending. Even though it's a flawed, dystopian, crappy, awful world. We just, like, you know, Triss was only 16, for goodness sakes. She had so much to give. Oh, I'm sorry I'm not talking about the rest of the book. It was good. Overall, it was a good book. I mean, I love Divergent. I love Veronica Roth's writing. I love the high intensity that is. It got very confusing with the whole, do we trust, do we not trust, which sides, and all that kind of stuff. And it got confusing with that aspect. But overall, yeah, I didn't love the way it ended. Now, I know a lot of you guys that comment today, or any other day, I guess, will have mixed feelings as well. A lot of you may say, you agree with me, you didn't like the way it ended. A lot of you may say, it was perfect the way she ended, it was great, she went out with a bang. That's awesome. I don't want any hate comments on this video. If you disagree with me, that's great. Do not feel the need to comment and be super, super mean, okay? Let's be a nice fandom here, okay? I'm just relaying my opinions on it. Did I hate this book? No, I just did not like the way it ended. I was very sad. It makes me sad. I am a legit book mourning right now. Like, I can't even think about picking up another book right now because I'm just so sad. And I think about Triss not being here all the time. Like, she was my friend. Weird. I'm so weird, but that is how I feel. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. Rating, I don't know what to give this book a rating because I'm still confused on it. I don't want to give it a 1 star. I didn't hate the book. I don't want to give it I don't know. I don't know what the rating is. It's a big question mark for me right now because I'm just still in book mourning, guys, okay? I will be for a while. Like, Triss was my girl, man. Like, when I thought about kick butt characters to be, I was like, Triss. Yeah. I want to be Triss. Now, like, Triss is no longer. Sorry if I didn't talk about the book in depth, just talking about the ending, but you know what? That's what this book is pretty much, is the ending. The ending, the book that is the part of the book that, in the last series, that you are just most frequently talked about. So, yeah. If you agree with me, great. If you don't, great. Call 1-800 Allegiant broke my heart, because it broke mine into 50,000 pieces. Like, I should send my tears in a jar to Veronica Roth and be like, this is the first of 1,000 tears you will get, because I'm gonna keep crying about it. Yes, that's it, guys. Sorry for the weirdest book review I've ever done in my freaking life, but it is what it is. Everyone's got different opinions. If you read it, let me know what you think. Let's talk about it. Let's hash it out. I'm sure in the comments I'll talk about it more because I'm just a big bundle of question marks. That's all for me. Sorry the light got super bright. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.